Hi guys, hope you all are having a great day. One of this channel's favorite long distance athletes, and we don't have a lot. Well, her name is Katelyn Tuohy. This video is spent just documenting and looking at the 3K competition at the Melrose Games for the top 3 athletes that ran, which included Monson and Morgan. I titled the thumbnail Born to Run after I came up with it, which to me did not seem original because in the back of my head, it sounds like someone has come up with it before. And so I was curious and started Googling it to see what came up. And what do you know? Bruce Springsteen showed up. Next, I played the song, listened to it. It really seemed to capture the element of everything this past Super Bowl weekend with the Melrose Games. While on the topic of Born to Run, let's dive into this race. Long distance running is hard, painful, exhausting, and can make you question life. But not for these ladies. Race started off nice and calm. I typically cover mostly sprinters on this channel. Sprinters look focused, in the zone. They understand that they must unleash everything they have got during that short period of time, leaving absolutely no room for even a sneeze. These long distance runners quite the opposite in temperament, more relaxed and comfortable. Alicia Monson won the race with a time of 8 minutes 24.05 seconds, breaking the American record set by Karissa Switzer in 2020 with a time of 8 minutes 25.70 seconds. Monson certainly has a few years under her belt compared to Tuohy. From Arkansas, Monson competed for the University of Wisconsin, where she earned Big Ten titles, All-American, and the 2019 5K Indoor NCAA title, which is no easy task. Even at one point in time, she was second to Karissa Switzer in the NCAA 3K Indoor all-time list. Now the backstory for Switzer, who is about a year or two older than Monson, they share almost identical success stories in terms of college accolades and awards, with Switzer having a bit more wins. Further behind Monson, we had Whittni Morgan, which I feel as if everyone kind of glanced right over her as she ran in this race. And I really could not find any good clips of her in this event. Clearly, the camera wanted to focus more on the American record being broken, which I can understand. Regardless, Morgan finished with an impressive time of 8:30, which was her personal best. And yes, there was actually a second place in this event, and she took it. Morgan is sandwiched between Monson and Switzer with respect to age, coming in at 25 years old, Switzer at 26, and Monson at 24, and Tuohy at 20. All still incredibly young athletes. Morgan's indoor best, from my understanding, college while attending BYU was 8:49 on oversized. But that's the key word here, oversized. Right now, Morgan is looking good early in this season with a third of her top 10 best times having occurred this year. And it's looking like she will have a very strong year. So I'm not sure what's going on there, as it looks like she's been putting in a lot of work during the off season. I try to keep an eye on her this season, and we will as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the long distance is very competitive, but a lot more on the world stage. I feel certain we will most likely see Morgan competing in the outdoor 5K as she did last season, and another appearance in the U.S. Outdoor Track and Field Championships, especially at the rate she is going right now. And right behind Morgan in this race, we had Katelyn Tuohy coming in an impressive third place as she killed those last 2 laps, breaking the college record. She had a very strong and impressive run among the professionals at Melrose, finishing third place again with a time of 8 minutes 35.20 seconds, breaking the indoor collegiate record that was held by Karissa Switzer. There is a post-interview that took place immediately after the race. I would have liked to see Morgan in this interview as well, as her time was impressive. Again, great time for Morgan, and I will play this clip in 3, 2, 1.
Help me kind of through the race, break the record.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with it. The goal was to go out, run a hard race, go for the win, and hopefully get that American record if I can hold on to that pace. And it was great. So I was really kind of towards the end watching the clock, like, oh, it's going to be close, but I tried to just stick on it. Sometimes it's hard when, you don't have quite the pressure right on their heels, and you got to just stick on it and see who gets the clock. So, yeah, really happy with it. Really happy to come out with the win. I love coming to Melrose.
She's a two-time defending U.S. champion. I mean, what does that mean to go ahead of her, finish ahead of her?
Honestly, it was just an honor to be able to line up next to her. I got to warm up with her, which was really cool. She's definitely one of the athletes I look up to most. So, yeah, it was really cool just being able to line up and say I raced against her.
Now let's get to business here. The trajectory Tuohy is on right now at just 20 years old is what I refer to as fascinating. Let's just take a look at one small simple data set. There's about a 5-second lead time she has in the 3K for the NCAA indoor record right now. And I think that will take a while to break. And if you look at where Monson is currently within her athletic career and project that same data set on what Tuohy could potentially be in the next few years of her just keeping up, well, you get the point. Let's continue. Currently on the top 10 list of all time in the indoor 3K, the top 5 times are held by Ethiopia, with the highest at 8 minutes, 16.60 seconds of Jinibi Diababa, which is insane. Yes, and a freaking 8 minutes, 16.60 seconds. And I made sure that was read correctly. Alicia Monson holds the top 6 fastest time in the world. Very impressive. And Karissa Switzer holds the top 8 fastest time. Whittni Morgan is at 19th, and Katelyn Tuohy is ranked overall at 35, which is great for just a junior. And that is why we will continue to cover her here on this channel. The NC State cross country is also very impressive and has a lot of talent. This coming fall, I will include Chimo, who is a senior right now, and I am assuming she will still run, as I hope so, but I am not sure. But there is Sydney Seymour, who will be included due to subscriber request. Seymour is registered as a graduate student. Now, besides Chimo and Seymour, for Tuohy, this is just scratching one data point. We haven't even begun talking about her capabilities in the 5K and other events. And you may ask, how was she able to break this college level record during Melrose? Well, when you are competing with high caliber athletes, it pushes you further. So it makes you more determined to run hard in those last 2 extra miles. That's what I think. So the better the competition, the more it helps towards breaking those records. With that said, I do expect Whittni Morgan and Alicia Monson to continue breaking their personal best and pushing the bar even higher at the American level. And I really do want to give a shout out to Whittni Morgan. Her coverage I felt was a bit underrated, and I believe it was her personal best. And that time she ran was extremely impressive. For Karissa Switzer, I have not heard much about her since that 2022 injury at Oregon. But if you guys know if she will be back for outdoor season, feel free to leave it in the comments. Before I go, men's track and field will be on Jacob Unleashed. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I separated those 2 camps because I am old school. It will mostly be short clips and documentaries. One of our biggest supporters on this channel is Afternoons Delight. Check out his YouTube channel, and thanks to subscriber David Claus for his continued donations. but likes and sharing our videos go a long way, and I am very appreciative with you all still listening to this. Have a great day.
2570 is the American record. No more.
So if you liked this video, then check out the videos right above or visit our short clip playlist. Have a great day.